Should it be one of your life goals to retire? You may not know this about me, but I used to work as a financial advisor and I used to help people figure out how to fund their retirement. Now, there's nothing wrong with funding retirement, but I actually think there's something wrong with having a life goal be to retire because, in a lot of ways, it's leaving something, but it's not going somewhere. And I've got a lot of people in my age group now. I'm getting to that age where I'm having people retire. And my question to you is, where are you going? I got a phone call from a guy who I worked with when I was an advisor, and he left me a message saying, Jeff, give me a call. I want to talk about retirement. I think his name was Bill, but that may just be to protect the innocent. I called him back and I said, hey, when do you want to retire? When do you want to talk? He goes, well, I want to retire on Friday. He goes, I hate this blankety blank job. I'm ready to just leave. I'm like, all right, Bill, let's get together and talk. What are you going to do when you retire? He goes, I don't know, not work, sit around, drink beer, watch television, watch football games. And I was thinking, here I am helping someone figure out how to basically do nothing, not have a life. Now, this morning I was reading in the Bible about a couple who actually had this vision and I think are actually some of the most unsung heroes in the Bible. Their name are Priscilla and Aquila. They're in the New Testament. Have you ever heard of them? They basically were a small business couple who made tents. Maybe they were empty nesters, and they left doing that. They actually moved, so they were flexible. They moved from this place called Pontus, and they moved to Corinth, where they met this guy named Paul. And they got involved with Paul, helping him build the kingdom of God. And the things that was amazing about them is they had this ability to be flexible because they could work and make some income. And then they had this hospitality thing where they would bring people into their home, including someone who became a leader by the name of Apollos. And so as a couple who were empty nesters, they actually used their abilities and gifts and maybe even what they learned in business to mentor. They had a home they could open. And so as I think about more and more couples who are in that age bracket and thinking about what am I doing next? Yes, if you're ready to leave the work that you've been doing, you're ready to move on. But ask yourself, what is it that I might be doing that's kind of like Priscilla and Aquila, where I'm investing in other people. I'm building future leaders. I'm opening up my house. I'm working flexibly. And maybe it's not mentoring or hospitality, but it's something else. But as you think about that, yes, there's a financial component, but I think too many couples just accept this cultural thing that we're supposed to retire, but we're not supposed to keep really doing something that brings value to other people. I watched my own parents go through traditional retirement. They had the place in Florida, Boca. They had a place in New York State. And when I asked my dad when he was about 90, Dad, what would you do differently? He said, I would never have retired. I either would have gone and worked for some kind of nonprofit or ministry. But to tell you the truth, I've been bored. And yes, work with financial advisors, help them figure out what to fund, but do something where you're going to bring life to yourself because you're using your best gifts and you're helping somebody else. So that's something I care about, something I'm passionate about, and love to hear your thoughts as well. God bless you.